Hey, what's up? This is Jared and Dustin from the Dirty Heads, and we are hanging out at Oxfam.
So you guys named your album Sound of Change, and change is obviously a really important concept here at Oxfam. We're constantly trying to change what's wrong and make it right. What does the Sound of Change mean to you guys?
Well, we didn't really have an idea for the album at first when we went in to write it, and we were just at our friend Rome's house, and we were just kind of sitting down having a writing session, and we wrote one hand, and then the second song we wrote was Sound of Change. And it was just very cool, and it was a little different and a little out of our comfort zone from what we normally did, and we were like, wow, this is a really cool even concept for the album. Let's maybe name it Sound of Change. Let's try and do a little something different with our music, but also we can use this music to help and change and just we're growing, and as our music grows, we want to help people, and the Sound of Change, the song, the album, everything just kind of made sense.
And so here at Oxfam, we talk a lot about the power of music to change the world. In your own careers, when did you guys realize the power of music to shape and change your own lives as you sort of came up?
I think the whole journey from when we started to now is, and it's still going. It's always changing. It's just, when you're 16 and you're sitting in a garage with your friends and you're thinking, oh my God, I want to be in this band and I want to be successful. Like, it's still to this day is like, this is what I do for a living, and then you get to see the world, and then the world becomes, traveling for a living really makes you realize how small the world is and how small of a place it is. Like, you can literally be anywhere in the world pretty much in 24 hours. That's crazy. So that definitely makes you think differently, and your outlook on life and just life in general, and what to worry about and what not to worry about, and what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy when that you get out of that bubble and the world shrinks. I think that's really changed us. And then hearing people's emails or meeting somebody at a meet and greet that says, hey, my mom was sick and it was a hard time for me and you really helped me get through this. Or I was, in a very dark place and I was thinking of committing suicide and this song really helped me. Then it gets really heavy to where you're like, wow, what we're saying holds a lot of weight. And people are listening to us, and we're on a platform to where we can actually help people. That's also life-changing when it comes to that's my job. So then you really start, we didn't necessarily go, okay, that's going to happen, so we're going to change everything that we do and write directly toward those people. We're always going to write music for us kind of first, and that sounds selfish, but we have to be happy with it, and we're, this is what we started writing music for fun and for ourselves. It seemed to work. Why not keep doing it? But if we can help people along the way, then cool.
How do you see music affecting people from different backgrounds, regions, cultures? I'm sure your fans are different in every venue, and how do you sort of see that shift in different parts of the world?
I think the one cool thing about music is no matter where you are, it kind of affects people the same, and it brings people together. Like you said, different cultures, different places around the world, but once we're all there at the show together, everyone's there, everyone's on the same vibe, and everyone's just kind of there for the same reason. So I think the great thing about music is it really brings the world together, so it doesn't matter where you're from or what you're doing. At that moment when we're playing, we're all listening to the same song, we're all there together, and it's very cool,
And so when did you guys know, you sort of talked a little bit about this, but along your journey, that you wanted to be more than just a band and sort of use that stage to really be engaged in the global community and use your voices for something greater?
I think with this album, we always, from I think Cabin by the Sea, once we started getting fans sending us fan mails and things like that, we've always had it and tried to write them back, and you try and email people back and things like that. But I think with this album, when we wrote Sound of Change and what we wrote Sound of Change about, I think that kind of opened our eyes to hey, we should maybe practice what we preach. We have this song called Sound of Change. We have this album called Sound of Change. We want it to be inspirational. We want it to uplift people and help people change their lives. Embrace change, go out and be active about it. And we were sitting around we're at a place now in our career where people are listening to us, and we have this album, and it's fitting, and we got inspired by this song. Hopefully other people will get inspired. We should probably do something with this, And then we found Oxfam, and we're really excited to be proactive about it, not just singing about it, not just talking about it and doing interviews. We can actually go and physically do it.